Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's Up Monday. It is August 9th. School starting up in a few weeks for most of the kids. Super excited to get back and learning, training those brains and getting smarter is something that's always spectacular to get to. We're continuing the life skill of respect. So respect for ourselves and respect for others. One of the things I've been working on with the kids in the leadership training is actively using these skills. So you guys can apply the same process. How are you actively, looking for opportunities to practice your respect? If you just wait for it to happen and then occasionally mention, oh, hey, good job, you did that, it's going to take a lot longer to stick, if ever. So you want to be able to look for opportunities, create opportunities, and then reward your child for that better behavior, and you'll see things happen a whole lot quicker. Belt testing. 4 weeks away. So a couple of things. Number one, you can get registered for belt testing in the app now. I activated it this past weekend. And more importantly, you want to make sure that you order your child's belt. Remember, the vendor creates or builds the belts in-house, but we're still behind on inventory with COVID. So there's times where you might go into the app and look for something and it's not available. So if you wait to order your child's belt a week before belt testing, they may not have the size, they may not have the color, and then you end up scrambling or worse, not having the belt at belt ceremony. So take care of that now with 4 weeks. If for some reason the belt's not there, wait a couple days. And again, they're resupplying the stock as fast as they can. So every few days, the stock will show up after they get it in. This will give you 2 or 3 weeks to look for it and 2 or 3 weeks to get it. Also remember, it's a good idea to order the next belt ahead, and that way you can be showing the next belt to your child during the cycle and saying, hey, if you don't go to class, you're not going to be able to earn your belt. If you don't behave at home, you're not going to be able to earn your belt. If you don't do your homework, you're not going to be able to earn your belt. By having a physical belt, the kids will see and understand a little bit better than just hearing you talk about it all the time. Next, virtual students. I have heard from a couple of students that there was a class or a particular instance where something wasn't working. Either the microphone was muffled or the camera didn't switch and somebody didn't see something. Virtual students, you've got a couple of things. Remember, you can always use the chat to send me a message. Now, at the very end of class, when we're wrapping up and about to log off, that's the worst time because at that point, I'm not reading chat. I'm closing up, helping the students in the school and getting ready for the next class. So when you log in, if you have a particular question, type it in the chat and I'll be able to address it. If something's happening during class, hey, the microphone's not working or something of that nature, please put it in the chat. I check the screen several times per class and that way I'll be able to see what's going on. But also you can send me a video of whatever it is that you're working on and I will send you feedback about what you need to practice to make it better. I've said that in class several times, but it doesn't seem to be getting across to a lot of the students. So this is for in-person as well. Shoot a video of yourself practicing and send it to me. Hey, what do I need to do to make this better? And you will always get a reply back from me with feedback of what to work on next. Emails. Some of the parents have talked about that they think they're getting the emails, but then according to my system, you haven't opened anything for almost a month. So What's Up Monday goes out every Monday. So you're guaranteed at least one email per week. And there's more. I generally send at least 2, sometimes 3 emails per week to the students. So that way, if you haven't seen anything in over a week, that's when you need to check your spam or your junk and make sure you pull it into your inbox, especially Gmail. Gmail and Yahoo seem to be the 2 biggest that throw everything off to the side until you put it in your inbox. We want to make sure that you're getting all of the current information so that you don't miss anything that's going on at the karate school. So if you don't see an email from me in over a week, something's up that you aren't seeing what I'm sending. Leadership training. All right, this week we're going to be working, parents, we're going to be working with you on teaching your child to quit when they win, a new concept that we talked about last week in class. Dealing with your tween and sarcasm. Kids like to experiment and start using sarcasm in conversation, so we're going to be talking about how to quash that and how to negotiate dealing with it a little bit better. Removing I can't and but from our vocabulary. So negative terms and negative concepts, getting out of the vocabulary and how to address those things. And then we're going to be preparing for school talks. So leadership training members will be doing their school talk on respect when we go back to school, or when they go back to school in a few weeks. Little Dragons this week, you guys are going to be working on balance. This is probably the toughest week for the upper belt ranks. You need to be able to do 30, 35, or even 40 kicks without putting your foot down. If you don't practice, it doesn't happen, right? The kids walk into class without ever even thinking or practicing this and think they're just going to rip off the kicks. It never happens, and then we have tears and frustration and all that. So parents, work with your child or your little dragon a little bit this week. Get them prepared for the balance kicks. It's 5 kicks per belt color as they move up in the system. And kids karate, 7 and older this week. You guys are working on black stripe number 3. Remember, black stripes are earned when you try your best and give your best effort in class. That means 100% all the time, not just some of the time or the parts that you want. We know that's going to be super hot this weekend. That's okay. I got you covered. Air conditioning is always running in the school. We keep it at a comfortable 73 degrees. And so that way you're not going to have to boil over when we hit those high 90s today, or mid 90s this week. So that way we'll be able to keep you comfortable while still learning in class. All right, remember, 4 weeks of belt testing, you got to have your 2 classes per week, a minimum of 12 classes required to test. So get to work, make sure you're hitting those classes, working on your respect, leadership training. Parents, we're going to be doing lots of cool things with the stuff that we talked about. Virtual students, send me some videos, let me know what you're working on, get some critiques back. Biggest thing, belt testing, get those belts ordered. All right, have a great day, and I will see you guys in class. Bye, everybody.